Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. It's the Patriot back by popular demand, baby. Those of you that may ask why I have a flashlight in front of my face, it's because this is like a spooky, scary story to the evil Democrat, anti-American, socialist, and communist scum. Ooh, yeah. America's back, and we're back better than ever before, baby. America is strong, and we're back defending freedom. And that scares these anti-American communist Democrats. So, the name of this video is Ghost Story. Who? To the Democrats. You understand? It's what it's about right here. America's back, baby. We're going to talk about President Trump's State of the Union address to the nation. Okay, first of all, I want to start by letting everybody know, if you didn't watch it, how that retard Nancy Pelosi first said in the start of it, the president's going to come to the lobby. And mind you, the lobby is right in front of her, it's straight ahead. She said, the president's going to come to the lobby. Oh, wait, I don't know where the lobby is. And it took about 2 to 3 minutes to find a lobby that was right in front of her fucking eyes. The fucking retard, the Speaker of the House, a Democrat, communist, anti-American fucking retard. This ghost story is dedicated to all these anti-American Democrat pieces of shit. Boom. America's back, baby. And this is what we're going to go over now. This is what we're going to talk about. Okay. First of all, what we're going to talk about. Okay, these globalist, retard, New World Order motherfuckers, these straight up retard motherfuckers, they're scared. They're scared out of their minds. Everything that was righteous, pro-American, and freedom-oriented in Trump's speech, he had a grin on the face. They were looking down at the floor. They were looking mad, and they weren't applauding what Trump was saying because they don't want to see America great again. They don't want to see freedom ring. Okay? They're Satanists. They're anti-Americans. They don't want people to be free. And they're for live birth abortions. We're going to get into all that. But they're looking down at the floor. They're not applauding anything that Trump says. How could you not applaud pride at a man that constantly demonstrates to keep America free like Trump? How could you not applaud that? And it was beautiful that the GOP, the Republicans, were chanting USA when everything that Trump is saying is true. Everything that Trump is saying is true. Okay? This is what we're going to get into. Okay? You got Mexicans dumping people in these migrant caravans to get these immigrants out of their community and dumping them up to the southern border of Mexico and the United States and dumping those immigrants out of their country in Mexico and dumping them off in America. That's bullshit. And Trump was going over that, okay? It's sick. But these Democrat retards, they're scared, liberal idiots. Let me tell you about these retards. These retarded dingbat bimbos. They are dressed in white dresses trying to protest and boycott Trump. These were some of the biggest retards I've ever seen in my life that only clapped when Trump said there's more women in Congress than ever before. They didn't clap it when Trump was talking about freedom. They didn't clap when Trump was talking about denouncing socialism and saying America would never be a socialist country. They didn't clap at that. They didn't clap when Trump said he wants to stop live birth abortions in New York and Virginia because these Democrat, communist, retarded women and all those fucking white dresses that are trying to boycott Trump are for live birth abortions. They're sick and they're evil and they're socialist. But one of the most beautiful parts of that speech is when Trump said America will never, ever be a socialist country. That was beautiful. That was music to my ears. Music to my ears, and it should have been music to every American's ears. Okay? Trump denounced and degraded socialism and communism in that speech, and it was beautiful. America would never be a socialist country because in America, capitalism, free speech, and the Second Amendment keep us free. Socialism is a philosophy of Satan and government oppression. Okay? But we are going to go over a lot of topics right now. Okay? And Trump brought up that there's a big divide between the working class and the political class in this country. Okay? The political class, and everybody knows this, the political class is for open borders and mass immigrants to come into America, change the demographic of the voting demographic in America to always vote for liberal Democrats. And number two, the political class wants mass immigration so they could pay these immigrants a lower wage. And while they pay these illegal immigrants lower wages, the Americans' wages get lowered at these jobs. Okay? It clogs up our hospitals with illegal immigrants. Okay? Immigrants are getting seen more than Americans in these hospitals because the hospitals are always clogged up with illegal immigrant cockroaches. Okay? And it also is increasing crime because the people that are coming to America are not people that want to assimilate and be American. These are crooks, these are criminals, these radical Islamic terrorists. These are straight criminals coming over here because they're not coming over here legally. They're not coming over here legally. When the Germans, Irish, and Italians came over, we came over legally. Okay? The Mexicans and all these people that are coming over here are not coming over legally. These are illegal immigrants and not signing papers and doing it the right way to come over here. They're coming over illegally. You understand this? Okay? So it drives American workers' wages down because these corporations pay lower wages to immigrants. Okay? In the political class. In the working class, people are fighting for higher wages because Americans are now getting lower wages because they don't have to pay Americans as high because they could find cheap illegal immigrant labor and pay them less. Okay? And Trump was going over that in this speech. Okay? National. And what else is beautiful is when he stopped the Iran nuclear deal. He imposed more sanctions on a piece of shit Islamic radical terrorist piece of shit shithole country like Iran. Okay? He put more sanctions on Iran than any other president in the history of this nation. You understand me? And now Iran, since Trump got out of the Iran nuclear deal, that shithead fucking socialist Obama almost gave nuclear capabilities to Iran. And Trump just ended the deal. Okay? Iran will never get a nuclear weapon, especially when they're shouting death to America. Fuck Iran and fuck that radical Islamic shithole. Fuck Iran. Okay? They just got rid of NAFTA. That was good. With their USMCA law. Okay? And we need to protect our intellectual property from China. Okay? Because China's buying a lot of technology. Okay? They got a foothold in Google. They got a foothold in American movie theaters. They got a foothold in Hollywood. They got a foothold in Silicon Valley. They got footholds in all those regions. You understand? And if you ever realize on Facebook and Twitter, freedom of speech is censored, and China has a foothold on these companies now. Freedom of speech on Google is censored. You understand this? Because communist China is implementing their communist speech censored ways. They don't believe in freedom of speech. And now that China owns some of these portions of these companies, and these companies are working with China, they're banning free speech. You can't express yourself on the internet no more. Fuck Twitter, fuck Facebook, fuck Silicon Valley, and fuck Google. Okay? And the Treasury is going way. The United States Treasury has way more money than it ever has. It's going way up from these tariffs that they're slapping on China. China's been getting away with murder. They've been getting away with murder on the United States for years by slapping tariffs on all our products, and they're importing their products to America for free. What the fuck is that? Seriously, what the fuck is that? Now Trump is putting taxes, tariffs on them. Okay? Now our Treasury is going way up because we're not taking that shit from China no more. You understand me? We're not taking that go-ass fucking bullshit, straight up clown shit from China no more. You tax us, guess what, motherfucker? We're gonna tax you way the fuck back. You understand me? We'll tax you more than you ever seen before in your life. You understand me? And we're taking all the manufacturing jobs that we gave to you because that communist Bill Clinton cocksucker gave to China and outsourced all those manufacturing out of China. Guess what? Trump's taking them back. China, you're done. Your communist freak show is over with. You understand me? And the INF, what Trump was covering with the INF, if Russia's not listening and violating these nuclear laws, and they keep on testing and they're not depleting their nuclear arsenal, if Russia's not depleting their nuclear arsenal, guess what? America will never deplete our nuclear arsenal when they keep on testing them now. The INF treaty is done. It's done. Fuck Russia and fuck China. You understand me? You can't trust these countries. They're never gonna abide by agreements. They're never gonna abide by contracts. They're snakes. Okay, INF is done. America ain't fucking around with you clowns. You understand? We're gonna go in space on US-made rockets. That's what Trump was talking about. Individual. This is one of the greatest things that Trump has done so far. He got rid of the individual mandate. Okay? Individual mandate penalty for that rigged socialist healthcare bullshit, Obamacare. Now when you go do your taxes, you don't have to pay a $750 to $900 fine if you don't have health insurance anymore. Trump got rid of that. Individual mandate penalty for Obamacare is done. And any working American knows that when you go do your taxes this year, if you don't have health care, you will not get a $750 to $900 fine. That is done. You understand? And now with Trump, America's the #1 producer of oil in the world now. That's great. Trump also denounced tide. Listen, man, I cannot understand why these Democrat, anti-American Satanists didn't clap when Trump denounced tyranny. Okay? America will always rise up against tyranny and always rise up against socialism and communism. Okay? He also stated, which I agree with, it's not right. You can't always do what's right for your party. You have to do what's right for your country. And Trump was showing the willingness to work with these Democrats, socialists, communist retards. These fucking dumb fucks. What he was basically saying is, let's stop partisan politics. Let's be bipartisan and get things done. Let's work together. And these Democrat retards are staring at the floor and not clapping and rolling their eyes. They're a bunch of fucking pieces of shit. Okay? So there's 157 million Americans at work. More Americans are working than ever before in the history of our nation, okay? He's going over results and not resistance. We need results. We need progress. We don't need resistance, okay? That's what keeps America down. Unless you're being resistant to socialism or communism, okay? When there's resistance and there's gridlock in the Congress, nobody can get things done, okay? So results, not resistance. Okay? Trump has just created 6 million jobs. 600 million jobs. You understand? Let me rephrase that. It's not 600 million. 600,000 new jobs in America. That's a lot of jobs, folks. You understand? So he's also going lowering drugs for health care. Why should Americans pay more for drugs that are getting made in the same factories, in the same places, and other countries are paying less? Okay? Fuck those other countries. Just going over NATO. Every country, we defend a whole lot of countries in NATO. A whole lot of countries in NATO. Okay? And if they're not paying their fair share to protect us back, why should we be paying to protect these fucking socialist pieces of shit in Europe? They need to pay their fair share for their protection that they get from America. You understand? He was going over NATO. Okay? It also needs to be the Reciprocal Trade Act, where if countries tax us, we tax them right back at the same or more in tariffs. You understand? And I agree with that. But, and Trump also doubled the child tax credit, okay, for working class families, and that's great. Instead of $3,000, now you'll be getting $6,000 for one child. That's good. Good for families, good for the kids. Okay. You also a lot of tax cut for farmers and ranchers, and everybody knows how important farmers and ranchers are to the American way of life. You understand me? But the globalists, the New World Order, fuck the New World Order, fuck the globalists. They're shitting in their pants, and this is their conservative, pro-American, freedom-loving, freedom-fighting, First Amendment loving, Second Amendment protecting ghost story to these Democrats, socialist, communist pieces of shit. Boom. America's back, baby. Another thing about this whole situation. We're going to go over one more thing right here. Okay? America's back. Boom. Freedom will never die. Fuck you, socialist, Satanist, communist. The Patriots out, baby.